Good morning, everyone. This is Phyllis with Phyllis Finds. I am bringing to you a Michael's haul. I'm working on 3 Halloween junk journals and needed some more things to put inside. And so went to Michael's and found a treasure trove of wonderful things to put inside these junk journals. So let's get started. First thing I found were these 2 paper pads. They are vellum, and let's see if this one here has. Yeah, it does. Get this cut off. You can see this one here has spider web. Now I love vellum because vellum is see-through, so this will be kind of fun in there. I have one junk journal that I'm working on that is spider inspired, but this one here, you know, it is so fun to see what they have in these pads. This one here has spiders in the background, but they're cut aparts. So kind of a neat little design to put inside pages of a junk journal. This one here's black with, once again, spiders on the corners and the chandelier. And you can see this one here has got all these little figures on it. Witches and brooms and skeletons, pots. Moon and stars. This one's in Alice in Wonderland. Now they did have Alice in Wonderland. Unfortunately, the store that I went to, well, the 2 stores that are near me, neither one of them had the Alice in Wonderland paper pads. And unfortunately, I should have got it when I first saw it, but didn't. And so I lost out on that. A library, really fun little silhouette of a witch with bats and the moon. And then moths is the last one. I love the moths. I did a moth junk journal last year, the year before, and it's already sold and gone, but really, really loved it. This one here is in the colors. So, you know, when I was looking at their pads, these were regularly $14.99. They were on sale for 40% off. So, if you're in there to Michael's, be on the lookout for them. Halloween tends to go pretty quickly here in my state, so once you see it, you grab it. But this in here, you know, it's roses, spooky spree. And remember last video, I bought the vellum roses. So roses really popular this year at Michael's. This one here is more spider webs, but in the purples. Love the texturing and design on that. Wallpaper with skulls. This one's witches. So I'm going to be showing you in the next video these 3 junk journals, a walkthrough on them. One of them has kind of a witchy theme, one is a ghost theme, and one is a spider theme. So 3 different themes. This is going to be perfect going in there. I've been working on the pages right now as we speak. Love this one. Orange and black diamond. Spiders. Once again. And then some cut aparts. This one has the witch with the moon, Happy Halloween, the moths, and the spider. Last page is green, misty green. So be on the lookout for those. There's 20 pages in each one. The other thing they have at Michael's right now is the special edition papers. These were on sale for $4.99. So I picked up 3 of them. This one here is just paper in the colors. And, you know, they're fall. Really, really pretty. Of course, the green you can use at Christmas. You could also use the rose-colored at Christmas as well, or other times of the year. It's just a really, really pretty grouping. Pale pink, but those are all the colors in that one. These have 48 sheets in them, so quite a few to choose from. This one here is the Harvest Night. Fell in love with this one because that moon and the sparkle, the bugs, the lightning bugs. If you've ever been down to the south, they have lightning bugs, and it's really fun to see them in the evening. This one is wood, like green wood. This one has stars around the edge. Very pretty teal with a slight dot to it. Another one with stars, looks like wallpaper. Moon and stars. Now this is foiled. And then there's green. It has a pattern on it, so like a wallpaper. The cut aparts, once again, it's foiled. And she danced under the magic of the moon. Stars. Dot. Wood going the other direction, but a lighter kind of a bluish tint to it. Look up and remember. It's all in the stars. Really pretty moth there. Now, sometimes when you have things like this, and especially if you're trying to figure out what to do with this, you can always cut out this center part, cut out the words, and put them on a page instead of a full page. Moths, moon and the stars, a gray dot, and then some strips. Now, these are really pretty. They're also have metallic to them. It's almost like a rose gold metallic. And there's 2 pages to each one of these. This one is green, kind of a leafy print. Some more stars. And this is a gray with branches. So it can be used for different times of the year, different types of junk journals. That one's really pretty. Love it. More little lightning bug. And another wood print. This in here is a dark, almost black, gray color. Looks like little stars. Yeah, little stars on green. And another cut apart. I think that's the last one. Yeah, this is another cut apart, and so it has different little pieces that you can use in junk journaling. So be on the lookout for that one. I fell in love with that. It's called Harvest Night. And the last one, you know, I looked at all the fall and the Halloween, or the fall ones and the pumpkin ones. I have so many fall ones. I just didn't want to get a whole lot of fall. I don't have as many Halloween ones. You would think I would have a ton of them, but I have a tendency to use the Halloween more so than the fall ones. So I did pick up things that I can use both for Halloween as well as for, you know, other times of the year. So this one here is called Dark Ink, and it is kind of a interesting paper. It has a shiny little spots on it, like you've dribbled ink on top of a piece of paper. But it's really, really a neat paper. So using it basic wise, it can be used as, you know, tags, can be used as a page in a junk journal. They have the green, and not all of them are excuse me, I don't know where that came from. Not all of them have that foiling type design on it, or embossed type design. This one's gray. Purple, I love this one. Love the color. This one's got the purple to the gray with the white at the top. Cut aparts. Now some of these have the foiling on them as well, or the embossing. Happens every time I do a lot of talking. Orange. This one kind of looks like it, you know, it would be fun to put in because it has a faded look towards the center. Once again, some more of the red, burnt red colors. Greens. But these are really fun ink spot type papers, and they are the heavier. They're the cardstock, so probably 60, minimum 65. They aren't the thicker stuff. And then blues, some more cut aparts. Now these are really neat. This one here has that embossing on it, so it's got some shine to it. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera there. It's kind of a brownish color. Brown, gray, purple type. Some orange. Blue with the green. Now that's kind of neat. That'd be kind of fun to put in a page, because one side would be purple or blue and the other would be green. This one here has multiple colors in it. Another embossed one. Kind of a pale pinkish brown color. Green. A gray black green or blue. Another embossed one. So really, really kind of neat. This is similar to one of the ones we showed earlier. And then last one is the blue. Yeah. Nope, not last one. Sorry. Orange. Quite a few in there, so really, really neat. So I'm going to be adding some of that to the junk journals. I love what they've done with it. Some of the last things I got while I was at Michael's, I did pick up some of these napkins. These were $5.99, and then they were 40% off. These have the spiders on it, so I will be using at least one of those in the junk journal. I love napkins in junk journals because of the simple fact you can take them apart and they are sheer, but really, really fun to put on a junk journal. I did pick up this one. Now this one is the Alice in Wonderland. It is dies and stamps. So it has Mad Hatter's Tea Party, We're All Mad Here, roses, mushrooms, the Drink Me glass. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Looks like the die goes for We're All Mad, the roses, and Oh, the Mad Hatter, the cat. And staying on the Alice in Wonderland, the only other thing that I found was this, and it's a sticker book. So we're all mad. They had one other just single sheet of stickers, but this one here was $5.99 and 40% off. And you have all of these pages of stickers. So I thought it was a better deal than just a single sheet for $3.99 and 40% off. To me, look for the value where you can find it. But these, I've got some really fun stickers in there. Now, I have done an Alice in Wonderland junk journal. I can pull that one out and show you guys if you're interested. Did it a while ago. It is still in my stash of junk journals. I don't give or sell a lot of junk journals anymore. I used to sell tons of them when I was making them early on. Just haven't found a platform yet that really works for selling them. So I've looked at different platforms, but for right now, I enjoy making them, and I've given them as gifts to various different people. And here are the cats that drink me. Love these little strips. They work great on tags. If you try to figure out what to do with things when you get strips like this, they work great going on the bottom or down the side of a tag. Alice in Wonderland. Pick your poison. Love that. And then, of course, it has alphabet at the back. So this was a really great value there. The other one that I picked up was this paper sticker book. Also $5.99 and 40% off. This one had more of the traditional Halloween nightshade stickers. But I love this. Now, these little stickers can go on little bottles for decor purposes, or you can put them on tags. But I love the fact that they had these little stickers in here. Can be used. Also, the little strips used on tags. So the nice thing about this has spiders, has a lot of things I'm working on in these junk journals. So some of these stickers are going to go into those junk journals. So love the grouping that Michaels has this year. It is some really fun stuff. Here's some more of those stickers that could go on bottles or on tags. Little tickets. And the alphabet at the back. The last thing I got there was this. It was some washi tape. Now they had a couple different designs of washi tape, but I really like this one because it has what looks like little picture frames or tickets, and they are perforated along the edge. So each one of these are stamps. Each one of these would make a great stamp on a card in a junk journal. And then, of course, this one's got the flowers, the roses, and this one has the chandeliers and the little picture frames. So those are really cute. They were $5.99, 40% off. And then I did pick up this tinsel ribbon. It was $3.99, 40% off, but this works really great in embellishing an edge or putting in a tassel. This one here has 4 yards in it, so quite a bit of yardage. And if you've ever seen Tim Holtz, he has uses the tinsel as well in a lot of his designs. So this one will be a kind of a fun one to use. And that's everything that I got at Michael's. So if you have any questions or, I do the Michael's rewards. And so I do have a $5 reward that I get to go use. But be on the lookout. They have a ton of really fun Halloween this year. And so a lot of stuff to use for junk journals and for decor. And so keep watching. I have another small haul from Dollar Tree, which I will show. And also I'm going to show those journals. I'm just about done with them. I just have to put some of this in there. And then I will show you where I've got them. And so thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.